What's going on, guys? My name is Jaden, welcome back. Today I have two goals for my store. If you've been following along, basically we've built a Shopify store from scratch maybe a week ago, and basically what I've done is started driving traffic back to the store. It's day 2 of having traffic driven back to the store. I think I've spent around $30, but no sales just yet. Basically I have two goals today. One is to duplicate one of the ad sets that I have because I think the ad creative might be a bit confusing. Notice I said duplicate and then create a new one, so I'll be spending $20 a day. I'm not going to change up my existing ad sets. I'm going to leave them run, but just introduce a new variable into the equation. And then number 2, what I want to do is install Hotjar. And basically this is a tool that lets you it'll let you see what your customers are actually doing on your website through heat maps and things like that. I think it has a free trial, so what I'm going to do is install that because right now I haven't got any abandoned carts. And what you'll generally see in one of these stores is if people aren't checking out, they're abandoning their cart. So this tells me that either traffic's just slow for the moment, which is definitely something that happens, or something's wrong on the website. And what I want to do is get to the bottom of that. So those are two goals today. As I said, what we've got is still 0 sales. We've got 7 visits here today. Back on the ad sets here, we've got 5 clicks on brands, 3 on celebs, and 3 on magazines. So yeah, guys, what I'm going to do is actually, first of all, duplicate these brands, and I'll show you why. So if we click through to brands, and then just, if I can preview that. So preview is just clicking on this checkbox here and then clicking on preview. Basically no, wait a second. Okay, if you're using ad block, turn off ad block, pause ad block, refresh the page, and what I want to do is preview that ad. So click on preview, and this is the ad that's running at the moment. Now, when I was just running through on my phone, if you don't have the app on your phone, basically you can get the Facebook advertiser app on your phone, and basically you can see all these results as well. I might actually just pull that up because it's kind of interesting as well, or at least useful. So here's kind of the app right there. If you can see that. And as you can see at the top, hopefully, we've also got the filters that I created yesterday within my within my Facebook ad manager. I've got the same filters on here at the moment as well. So you can choose what metrics you want. So there's a metrics presets button there. You can just choose which one you want, and I've just got my Shopify stats chosen there. So I've got all the same results that I need. So yeah. What I noticed on that tool was that the get it free and the just pay shipping parts weren't all that readable and perhaps not that clear as you're scrolling through your feed. So what I'm going to do is just introduce a new ad set. I'm going to leave all the text the same, but what I'm going to do is just change up the image there a little bit just to make it a little bit more readable for the customers. So back in Illustrator, basically what I've got is this one here. I'm simply just going to duplicate the whole thing and then just change up some of the colors. Again, when you're doing these tests, try not to change anything too much. You just want to change it a little bit so you can kind of drill down to what's actually wrong with your ad if they're not performing. So what I'm going to do is pull that down to 40% maybe. And my goal here is just to make the get it free bit a little bit more readable. And then what I'll do is maybe just make this white for the moment, and then make the text in here that same green at 100%. I might just drop down that opacity again. Alright, so that's probably what I'm going to do for that one. Maybe I'll just make, again, I don't want to get too technical with this one, but let's just see what it looks like if I bring up the color behind the actual product there. Alright, so a little bit more simpler of an ad right now. So again, those comparisons there. I might just bump this font size up a little bit. Alright, so going backwards, but whatever. 100 pixels, let's save that one and introduce that. If I want to run a test where the actual background of this this product here is actually lighter than the whole thing, so maybe it's a lighter green or something like that, what I should do rather than doing that now is actually just test it. Anytime you have these types of questions, just test it and then see what happens rather than making the decision for yourself. Let the stats decide. So what I'm going to do is just save that in documents, that's fine, and camping ad, that's fine. Or maybe it's not. Yeah, camping ad. And now what I'm going to do is actually duplicate my brands ad. So if I come back over here, and these results here for the brands campaign looks like it's performing better right now. Granted, this was the ad that I had running before I actually stopped it. So it has, as you can see here, it spent more money. But what I'm going to do is even over here on the click-through rate, it's got a higher percentage of people clicking through. So what I'm going to do is just duplicate that one instead of duplicating the celebs and magazines here. So duplicate right there. And what I'm going to do is just change that image out. So as you can see here, we've got the same information. First of all, I'm going to change this one here. So instead of brands copy, I want to say brands image test, just so I know as I'm going through the results which one's which. So I'll save that one, and then what I want to do is come down and edit this image here. Scrolling down, change image, upload image, and then I'll just find the image that I created. So camping ad, open, uploading, and confirm. All right, cool. So there is our flatter image. It looks like that isn't aligned properly vertically, but that'll do. So let's leave that, save and continue. And that one should be ready to go. So again, adding this new ad set in, it's gonna cost us a little bit more. Let me just place that order. Again, it's running at $5 a day, so it's just gonna add $5 to our spending each day. So it brings it up to $20 a day. But if this one turns out to be better performing, if it actually gets us sales, then we know we're heading in the right direction. And what I would do if it starts performing is create the same type of thing for the celebs and magazines, and again just test which one actually performs better, and then start scaling whatever actually works. So as you can see here, we've got the 4 ad sets there, which brings us to the second part here. So coming over to our store, actually coming over to this tool, what I've got is a tool called Hotjar. So basically, as you can see up here, all-in-one analytics and feedback. Basically, it gives us heat maps, it gives us tales of like where they're actually clicking and what they're actually doing on the website. Pricing, I think it's around $10 a month. What have we got? I want to collect data from, let's just say 1,000. Alright, it's not really gonna help us. Basic, start now. Free forever. Okay, so cool. We've got collect data from 2,000 page views per day, which we aren't getting that at the moment. So let's just go with that one here, and let's start that one now. Alright, cool. Let me just go through this sign up process. Alright, cool. So we are now signed up to Hotjar. So basically this is the dashboard. This is the first screen that you're gonna see after you actually sign up. And what we wanna do is actually navigate to where we can actually install this on our Shopify store. I believe it's a little bit more difficult than like installing an app or something like that. So what we're gonna do is just close this for the moment. So that's our tracking code here. And I believe there is some information. So let's exit that and let's get help installing. And let's see what we've got. So Shopify, cool. So let's see what the actual documentation, I believe it's just gonna be grabbing this code here and then putting it at the top of our website, but let's just see what it says. So log in, click on online store. I've got this over here as well. So online store, we got click on themes. Themes is already selected. Click on the dot icon. I think it means actions, but let's just see. Yep, actions, edit HTML, CSS, under the layout, go to theme.liquid. All right, so if you have been following along, this is kind of the same process that we went through to actually set up our Facebook tracking pixel. So it's the same type of thing, it just needs a bit of code that it can use to kind of start up their software just to start tracking stuff on our website. So theme.liquid, it says to go to, what else we got? Scroll down until you find the closing head tag. Again, same thing as Facebook there. Take a few lines. This part might be just blurred out for a moment, but basically just find the closing head tag. Coming back, paste your Hotjar tracking code. Let's go back to Hotjar, copy to clipboard. This is just the tracking code that it gives you. Again, just on the main dashboard that it gives you as soon as you sign up. So what I'm going to do is paste that one in here. It's got our tracking code there. The second location to install the Hotjar tracking code to track order confirmations. Let's do that one as well. And basically, it's just the tracking code in the checkout section as well. So again, just like our Facebook pixel, how we actually set up the purchase pixel to be fired off when someone makes a purchase on our website. We have to do the same for Hotjar so we can track all that as well. So I've saved that, and that's our theme.liquid file. And what I'm gonna do is come over to settings, and I believe it's checkout. And let's scroll down to additional scripts. And what I wanna do is just paste the Hotjar code there as well. And save that again. Let's just click on that one. This is again from our dashboard. Installation successfully verified. Okay, cool. So now what we should have once customers actually start coming to our website, well, today's customers actually come to our website, we'll actually start to find out what they're actually doing on our website so we can see if maybe they're not finding the buttons right, or maybe something's broken on our website. This will just give us a good insight as to what's actually happening and why people aren't purchasing. Obviously, it's not going to tell us like why they aren't clicking on our Facebook ads or anything like that, but as soon as they land on our store, which we have had visitors, we want to see, are they reading through the description? Maybe that's wrong. Maybe the images are wrong. Maybe they chose some product that they didn't actually like, or they couldn't find the right one. We should be able to tell that from what's actually happening on the website for those people. So that's going to help us out tremendously. But again, we have to just leave this one run and see what happens. All right, guys, so that's all for today. Again, we don't have any sales. We don't have any money yet from this store. But basically, we're playing the waiting game, and installing these tools is going to help us because we do have traffic to the website, which we can use as a base to start informing ourselves whether what we're doing on the website is wrong, or maybe our products are wrong, or whatever the case may be. What you'll generally find is that people don't even click from the ad if the product's wrong. So I don't think it's that. I think maybe the description's weird or something like that, because again, what we did on that website, if you come down here, the copy over here is simply just copied straight from AliExpress, which probably isn't the best tactic to use. I probably want to change that up. I probably want to add an about page. But again, let's just see what Hotjar brings back. And if people are kind of looking for those pages, we can add those pretty easily. So yeah, guys, that's it. We created a new ad set just to test that the background wasn't too distracting and make sure that they can actually see the ad nicely. And we installed Hotjar to actually give us a good idea of what people are doing on our website. If you need Hotjar, hotjar.com, I believe it is. Just sign up. As I said, it's free for 2,000 page views a day, which we're not getting anywhere close to at the moment. And will give us some good insight as to what's actually happening on our website. All right, guys, that's all from me for today. If you like the video, leave a like. If you want to subscribe, you can. Basically, we're giving away this store after it's built to one of you subscribers. So if you're new here, subscribe down below. We have new content every day, so there's really no reason not to subscribe. All right, guys. As I said, leave a like if you liked, subscribe down below. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below as well. I'll get back to you as soon as possible, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. Cheers.